Well, I don't know if we'll get another 600 encounters in, but we'll sure strive for it. Give it the good old college try, anyways. Shiny Dark Boy. I think Giratina will be kind to us. Well, to me specifically, but... Hello everyone, David, Ruby Swirl, JJ, and Lightning Gold. Welcome. Not too early. I mean, I did just get off work, so... Really the soonest I could start. It's like 6:30 p.m. for me. So we'll probably go for just about an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. Thinking for sure I need to be done by 8:30, but I'm thinking maybe being done by 8 would be even better. So I'm not completely exhausted tomorrow, and then tomorrow I could probably do a little bit longer of a stream. It is a newish hunt now. Hey, you're welcome, David. You're welcome. Baby Coin was also with a babysitter today with his grandma, so I failed to get the times that he went to sleep and what time he ate, so today it's kind of a mystery of when he's going to decide that he's hungry, so... Ex-Wraith Hunter? Oh my gosh, that name's a throwback. I'm doing well. How about yourself? Wow. It has been probably over a year at this point. I like it when people don't change their names because, like, I have such a better idea of who everybody is. For real, OG in the chat. I think they were around when I was hunting Registeel. Doing good and working? Hey, sometimes that's all we can ask. Hey, Deborah, welcome. You revisited Sword Shield today to camp with your Hatterim? What, picnicking with sandwiches wasn't enough? Hey, Mimikyu fan, glad you're feeling well enough to hang out today. Giratina is a great legendary. Your brother hunted Registeel and got it within 20 to 50 resets? That's a good number. Mine took 4,300. It isn't because you can't talk one-on-one with your Pokemon. That's funny. It would be kind of nice if we could change our player's name. Like, we can change our hair color. Why not? Oh my gosh, Darkrai was a pain. I'm glad I got Darkrai too, but Giratina's one that, like, I don't know why. Maybe it's just successfully shiny hunting Darkrai and I'm still on the finder's high from that, but, like, Giratina isn't bothering me. You would think doing 1,200 encounters after 7,000 would be annoying, but it's just like, no. I'm golden. I'm good. Mentally, like, this is great. Knowing that I'm going for Giratina just brings me such joy. Then again, usually I'm good on a shiny hunt until I hit 3,000, and then it starts to get old. You're 375 eggs in on a Beldum. You have no room to complain. I mean, those do take a little bit more time, I would think. Then again, when comparing it to BDSP, perhaps not. The load times are that bad. But, you hunting that on Sword Shield or BDSP? Also, ooh, Mimikyu fan, that's good. Appetite and not trying to pass out is good. My wife has that issue frequently where she, you know, doesn't feel well and forgets to eat and likes to try to pass out. BDSP Masuda, okay. You've been playing Pixelmon and getting the full decks there? That's crazy. Is that on your own computer or is that on a server world that you're playing in? My biggest thing about the server worlds is that you never know when they reset and then you lose everything. I played Pixelmon on A-Drive's Pocket Pixel server. That was actually kind of fun. If I had the technical prowess or the ability to, I would host my own Pixelmon server for the channel. I just don't think it would do well enough. And those things are not cheap to run. Oh yeah, Mimikyu fan, that would be bad. Be a pain. Hey Dominic, welcome. Also for David Olivares, I don't think I will be doing them anytime soon. Like, that one's gonna be probably closer to 30,000 subscribers if I do it again. You're on a server world, you've been on the server for 5 years and never done it. You've been close to 95%. Dang, that's pretty impressive. Now it's just coughing. That's good. That's good, Mimikyu. Coughs aren't super bad. They're usually manageable. Yo, chat, we hit 20 viewers this early on in the stream. That's what's up. So far, the record is 70 in a stream, but that was due to giveaways and stuff. Honestly, anything below 4,096 is good odds for this. You're saying at 12:44, huh? So next encounter series. Oh my gosh, the Critterpedia, Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing. I really need to just take a day and vibe with it. Oh, I really need to remember I need to trade myself some moon balls here. Why is one diamond and the rest pearl? It's a great question, because when I was doing a giveaway for BDSP, I had more copies of Pearl than Diamond. I have 5 copies of the game. 2 are Diamond, 3 are Pearl. And it just so happened that the 2 switches that I had available to add to the hunt that I don't normally have access to, I only had a save file available in Pearl. So I utilized the Pearl copies. Diamond is better. You right. Which is why I left the Diamond copies to run the bots. Same, Mimikyu fan. I have Animal Crossing DLC. I also got all of the NFC tags for Animal Crossing, or at least a good portion of them. Somewhere floating around my house. I would hope Shedinja would be in Violet. It's a good Pokemon. I had to buy some NFC tags because amiibos are... The cards you can't find. But I got one for Raymond, I think. Like, all of the desirable Animal Crossing villagers, I got NFC tags for. It might be too broken with Terra. I actually think with Terra, I think Terra with Shedinja would make it, I think it would make it more vulnerable. Electric Terra Air Balloon. Yeah, that could do it. Yeah, at that point, the only thing that can touch it is, weather attacks. I should really buy the DLC tonight. Sandstorm and hail. I just didn't bother buying it. I need to, though. Really, I need to. Hail is gone in Scarlet Violet now? Yeah, I remember hearing that. Yeah, David, it's very frequent to catch the bot on a trade cycle where it's reloading. So, like, you have time to search one entire complete search by the time the bot reloads that it needs to trade again. I still have yet to play a Harvest Moon game. I did, last night after the stream, pick up my playthrough of Pokemon Coliseum again. And I was just derping around, seeing what it would take to catch some of the Shadow Pokemon I'm missing from the tournament at the end. And I managed to catch 3 Pokemon I was missing to snag them. Due to sheer dumb RNG luck. I'm disappointed that I wasn't streaming it. Like, I streamed that probably 4 times to try and get those Pokemon, but just was either too low a level, or they kept KOing themselves. Like, the hard part about Pokemon Coliseum is catching the Shadow Pokemon, because if you do it wrong, they will KO themselves. But now I'm just down to Tyranitar. I need to catch Tyranitar. Well, Ruby Swirl, it's not that its stats are a problem competitively. Like, I mean, it's a good Pokemon. It's got, like, Swords Dance and crap. The problem is that you can't kill it and therefore cannot win. So it will bide out its time. I'm not sure how a move like Struggle factors into it. Like, if it struggles, will it hurt itself in its confusion? Because Struggle is a normal type move. And therefore it's not affected by because it's Ghost? I don't know. Ian, I'm doing well. Those neck cracks are loud. Those ones were minimal because, like, I have a pulled neck muscle right now. That's actually why I was popping my neck, is to try to loosen that up again. I pulled this muscle right here, so, like, turning my head to the right really, really, really hurts. So I was, like, doing the neck pop super delicately to try to restore mobility. Normally, my neck pops and back pops are a lot more awesome. Struggle is not a normal type move. Got it. Yeah, I've seen people use Shedinja and give it Sturdy before with ability swapping. It takes a big setup, though. Like, you have to swap 3 Pokemon in and out without getting KO'd. It's not an easy feat. Oh man, JJ, that's bad to hear. my gosh, they updated my delivery. Okay, so I bought a Japanese copy of Pokemon Emerald, right? On eBay. It's supposed to have... well, it's supposed to be the complete inbox set for a Japanese version, right? It cost me like 98 bucks. And this is, mind you, the entire purpose of this is to catch my very own shiny Mew, Deoxys, Latios, all that fun stuff. Like, I'm going back to the OG games for those. I'm gonna do some Gen 3 shiny hunting here on the channel. So I bought a Japanese copy of the game to do this. Ho-Oh, Lugia, Mew, Deoxys. And I bought it on the 20th. Still hasn't shipped it to me, but marked it like on the 22nd that they shipped it. And I put in a return complaint last night because I was finally able to. And now they're finally saying, "Oh, shipping update. We're sending your stuff." Sometimes I hate eBay sellers. But 0 out of 10 would not recommend this guy. Oh my gosh, USPS is in possession of the item too. They're not just joshing me. Maybe. It's amazing that it took opening up a complaint to get it sent. Turns out carrying heavy boxes and bags while wearing your full military uniform and backpack loaded with ammo and weapons is unhealthy. Nah, it's fine. Probably what they said. Here's some ibuprofen. Walk it off, soldier. In the desert, no doubt. Dang. Blueberry and the shiny Giratina. You caught the right stream, Blueberry. Also, the reason why I'm saying it that way is because I don't know if you guys watched Hell's Kitchen, but like season 1, fantastic season. There is a gentleman named Dewberry, and you know Gordon Ramsay, he likes to throw shade and make fun of everybody on his show. So, for some reason, he started calling Dewberry Blueberry. So, me and my wife take up cussing by yelling random names like that. It's like, Blueberry! You love watching Gordon Ramsay roast and grill people alive through insults. You donut! It's great. If you're wondering who is screaming, it is probably my son in the living room. Doing what babies do. Idiot sandwich. Yeah, chef! I'm an idiot sandwich chef! Hey, Dominic, you have a great night. Oh, we'll try. We'll definitely try. I'm hoping for sub 2,000. I mean, yesterday I was hoping for sub 1,000, but, you know. I don't know, I don't feel like it's gonna take full odds or more. I quit before I start when it comes to gambling. I love the saying that gambling is a tax on people that can't do math. Exactly. And I know through bidding on items on eBay, through this shiny hunting endeavor, I would be very, very susceptible to gambling issues. So I just don't touch it. Same reason why I don't drink alcohol either. I know that genetically, I would be at a very, very easily susceptible risk of being an alcoholic or addicted at the very least. And I just don't want that in my life. So I've steered clear and far away from it. And as far as, while we're on the topic, as far as like smoking goes, I'm allergic to everything that grows in the ground and the sky above, and especially allergic to smoke in general. I can only imagine putting that directly in my lungs. So I didn't want to die and steered clear of that too. A life tip starring Brascoin. Just stay away from it and you'll be happier. Who still knows the Dare song? I don't even know if they still do it anymore. But yes, I did just date myself with that a little bit. Oh, lightning gold. That is gold. Brascoin's objective, survival, mode, hardcore, selected weaknesses, 50% of all things in existence. Truly. Truly. And like, I live in the middle of nowhere, Idaho. There's a hayfield across the street. Like, on a scale of 1 to 4, cut hay, I'm at like a 3.5, 4. Grain, high 4. Cut grass, 4. Peanuts, 2. Corn, 2. Like, I can eat peanuts and corn. I'm allergic to them, but I can eat them and not die. And I do frequently because they're delicious. But, like, heaven forbid I am around when the grain gets cut. I can eat grain, no problem. I can eat grain. I can eat hay if I so wanted to, like alfalfa and stuff. But if I am around it when it is cut, the whites of my eye swell up so much that the color of my eye is non-existent and I can't see out of my eyes. It is the literal worst. Bioweapons. Bring out the peanuts! Basically. Arceus told you what Diplin's shiny color is. I'm guessing it's going to be, like, disgusting caramel brown. Because, heaven forbid, if they're making a dipped candy apple, there is no way that they can not make it shiny a caramel apple. It's gotta be a shade of green with, like, brown candy coating on it. Your girlfriend just got to Perugly on Diamond and Pearl and was yelling in anger? Why? Like, what do you mean got to Perugly? Like, as far as they evolved Glameow into a Perugly and then was, like, extremely disappointed in its evolution? Because I could agree with that. Like, Glameow evolving into a fat tank kitty like the cat I have sitting down here to my side is sad. Oh, Mars Perugly at the beginning. Don't know what means, Blueberry? Wait, Mewtwo raids are tomorrow and not the day before? Or, I mean, the day after? Like, they don't drop on the 1st with the rest of the DLC? Oh, August 31st at 5 p.m. There we go. Alright. We'll see you in a bit. I gotcha. Yeah, I'll probably still be streaming tomorrow at 5. Well, 6 rather. That name's giving me an aneurysm, but I'm gonna say Mercer's? Mercer's? Yeah, I am dual controlling 4 controllers at once. Unfortunately, only 2 of them are pro controllers. The other 2 are just your standard controllers. And I'm using, like, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups to hold up the side so it doesn't keep tipping on me. They happen to be the perfect height. So I'm displaying the 4 screens by, I have an Elgato 4K capture card on my PCI Express slot in my PC. I have the Elgato HD60S Plus that is attached to one of my USB 3 ports in the back. And I have 2 Vivitar $20 stream recording software, or stream recorders, that are plugged into the front of my PC. That's why 2 of my screens can have sound, but the other 2 cannot, is the $20 Vivitars. I haven't figured out how to get to export sound just yet. Whereas my Elgato capture cards do the trick just fine. Thanks. I do need to reorient my stream screen that you guys see, because like I want to put Giratina in its box, I want to put the chat in a box, and I want to put the counter in a box, and like have the screen not covered by my face. And I think that I'm going to do that, but I haven't yet, because I don't know how long I'm going to be actually able to hunt on 4 screens at once. This is kind of a unique situation, because Scarlet and Violet, as we know, has no static encounters for hunting yet. So I'll be playing a lot of DLC in the near future and not hunting on this. On Sword and Shield, I only have 2 copies of the game that have DLC attached to them, so the shiny hunting there isn't really a thing either. So really it's just BDSP that I can shiny hunt these static encounters. And I really only intend to hunt Arceus after this. Now, I may go into the older Pokemon from Gen 3 and beyond and back and hunt those. I don't know, but I might also hunt the Lake Guardians too. So I have like anywhere between 1 to 4 to 12 hunts that I could do on this, I guess. And Vegeta has been going well. No, I don't hate how PLA shiny locked all legendary Pokemon. I think it worked and was necessary for the encounter type. Like, everything's overworld. I think shiny hunting legendaries that are supposed to only have 1 in existence, and at the very least be very, very rare, it doesn't make sense to shiny hunt those ones with the way Legends Arceus is set up, if that makes sense. And I can see how that translates to Scarlet and Violet with the legendaries not being true static encounters and be shiny huntable. But I still think that they should have made them huntable on Scarlet and Violet. And Xenomorph, also shiny hunting Giratina. Dialga took you about 3 hours of resets. You know what? I love that for you, but like, gosh dang, I wish mine was that fast. Like, I think we're at 6 hours on this one already. 6 hours, counting today's stream. Darkrai was closer to like 30 hours. Shaman was closer to like 50. Trying to complete your Sinnoh decks. Best of luck there. Oh, just need one Pokemon that you can't get in your game? That is indeed unfortunate. If I wasn't fighting Giratina in specific right now, I would offer to trade you that Pokemon just so you can complete it, but I can't trade in this room. Or in this building, and I don't want to spend 20 minutes trying to get back here. Strawberry milk. Strawberry flavoring is one that I couldn't ever really get behind. I will drink the heck out of some chocolate Nesquik though, but strawberry, never really was a huge fan of it. I'm getting better though. I can appreciate it now. I bet it's going to drop a crap ton of raid crystals. Oh yeah, that's right. We decided that you were down in Texas area, right, Mimikyu fan? You threw Publix out there. I'm like, I know that place. Why do I know that place? That's a Florida, Texas thing, if I'm not mistaken. Florida, okay, yeah. My wife lives to visit Florida. I tried to convince her we should move there once upon a time. and it was right before a hurricane hit, and she's like, see, aren't you glad we didn't move? I was like, no, I still would have took it. Like, let's do it. Having a wet and insured house is better than no house. I don't know what you mean by that, David, because I am not familiar with Mewtwo with Sword and Shield. You mean not being capturable? That I doubt. Look at us, just powering through 200 encounters in 50 minutes. That's legit. Out of curiosity, Vegeta, what Pokemon are you missing? Oh, it's definitely going to be special. Yeah, they said that last stream that it was confirmed that it's going to be a Psychic Terra type. There ain't no way it's going to be a physical attacker. Blueberry! You're back. Tomorrow I will probably do some raids. But no, I do bunches of Pokemon giveaways. I do shiny hunting. I do some raids, but I hosted the shiny Gimmighoul raids. That was really fun. But Mewtwo, I don't think I'll be hosting a raid bot for, just because my bots are pretty well taxed out right now. That, and I believe Mewtwo is going to be simple enough to beat that I don't have to. Wildest shiny encounter story, Chris? I mean, two of them are pretty equal in wildness, I would think. Like, I haven't had anything super crazy, but back when Isle of Armor DLC first came out, well, I guess this one was Crown Tundra. I was trying to go down the riverbank on the right side of the Crown Tundra map. I think I was looking for Reggie Drago's area, or rather the area where you find Keldeo at, or something like that. One of the two. Yeah, Regieleki, Reggie Drago. I was looking for them, and there was a swarm, a school of Magikarp that was like, oh great, I really don't want to get involved in that. So I started running away from this school of like 20 Magikarp that were jumping across the river. And I got hit by one of them, and it was shiny. So I was, like, actively trying to run away from it. Ended up being shiny. Then, I was trying to do some sort of a level grind for a Pokemon. And I was killing a bunch of Aegislash. Like, for some reason, they were just spawning in front of me. And my third Aegislash ended up being a shiny one. And can I just tell you, that is one of my top 10 favorite shiny Pokemon. We're gonna make sure I didn't just not see something. Okay. Alright, I am going to go make Baby Coin some dinner. I will be right back. And we're back. Alright, what did I miss here? Shiny Venonat and Crystal. Scarlet, 4 days trying to find a shiny Rylu. 5 shiny Pawmi, dang. Shiny Abra, yeah. Shiny Unknown, also dang. Delmas, I like Delmas. Dang. Those are some pretty crazy shinies there. There, Chris. Oh no, Walking Wake got deleted. That's unfortunate. Oh my gosh, Brock. If I probably have 7 or 8 shiny Shinx Luxray combination. Legends Arceus gave them to me like they were candy. Unless they do the raid again. Although, to be fair, like, I am really thinking that with the DLC, those aren't going to become raid exclusive anymore. I think Walking Wake and Virizion will become more standard. At least I hope. Shiny Yanma. Yanmega looks pretty cool as a shiny. Shiny Ninetales is a good looking shiny. You were looking for someone also hunting this? Well, best of luck to you there, Cypher. I doubt it, Brock's channel. I doubt we'll get the Legends Arceus ball. Thanks for the follow there, 4. Oh, I enjoyed the Legends of Arceus Pokeballs. I just don't think they'll bring them back. They're a thing of the past. I mean, even Kurt's Apricorn balls weren't that old-fashioned. And that's one of the things I love most about the Legends Arceus Pokeballs, is they gave us a look at what an older Pokeball might look and function like. And, like, we already knew that Kurt made Pokeballs from Apricorns. Like, it was just so cool to have the two mesh together. New Legends game, easily. That's not even a question, Chris. Also, is your PFP like a meme version of Ben 10? Kind of looks like Ben 10. But yes, I am fully on board of Legends Kyurem or Legends Celebi. I was not a fan of the Let's Go games, and I really do think that they're a thing of the past. I don't think that Johto is going to get remade as a Legends game, or as a Go game. If I misspoke, I will rephrase that just in case. I didn't really care for the Let's Go games. I don't think they did well enough that Nintendo is going to continue that as a tradition. Anime version of yourself. You do hear the Ben 10. Oh, I mean, at least I'm not crazy. That makes sense. It's really small on my screen, so I can't see it very well. You want to talk about regretting buying Let's Go Pikachu? I bought them both twice due to various different reasons. I bought the Pokeball Plus 4 times, off and on, to get various different Mews. Although, gonna be real, I bought the Pokeball Plus once, traded it to GameStop, bought another one, traded it to GameStop used. I mean, obviously they were all used. Bought a third one, traded it to GameStop used, and now I have a fourth one. Because I am planning on doing another Let's Play of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eevee here in the near future as part of my completing the Pokedex in every single game. And I'm going to do that on stream. Exactly. Gotta buy it for the mythical. I mean, Let's Go wasn't terrible, like, don't get me wrong. And it is fun. It's a nice change of pace, but I didn't like that you couldn't battle wild Pokemon in it. Like, I thought that was extremely dumb. Why can I not commit Rattata genocide? Come on. When will I do a Nuzlocke? I will do a Nuzlocke. Probably when the channel gets to about 50 concurrent viewers per stream. Like, I wanted to say 100, but I feel like that's too high. But, like, I don't want to do a Nuzlocke for a small amount of viewership per stream. Like, I feel like that's a bigger YouTuber type of a thing, and I'm just not there yet. I would love to do a Nuzlocke, though, don't get me wrong. I just think for the amount of research that I would have to put into pulling off a Nuzlocke, it needs to have a higher view count. You know, get the community involved, super chatting the nicknames, doing all that stuff. I also want to do more of a playthrough where a bot assists me, an AI assists me on my playthrough, or the chat inputs commands. But yeah, I am very, very open to doing a Nuzlocke. I've done a randomizer race on the channel before with one of my moderators, Tenny. We still need to pull that back up again. That was a great, great randomizer, and we really need to finish it. I also want to get my, like, shiny hunting screen better. Like, the motion shinies, having them in motion on the screen so they're animated. I want to do that. I just haven't devoted the time and attention to making it a thing. It's been so long since I've watched somebody shiny hunt live that I don't know what looks good and what doesn't. Like, my stream's doing alright, don't get me wrong. It looks good to me, but I feel like I could do it better. It's my right as a trainer to reduce the Zubat population. That's great. No. Yeah, I don't think my stuff looks terrible by any means. I think it looks good, and I put a good amount of work into getting this looking good. I think that it could look better and perform better for sure. Like, I love that I finally got a theme set for the channel. Like, that was a struggle. I love that I've fallen into a blue and purple theme. As indicated by my backlights. I love it. favorite one of Ash's Pokemon. I like his Charizard. And it's not just because, like, Charizard is my favorite starter of the Kanto region. I just love the relationship that Ash has with his Charizard. And especially going back and watching some of the movies outside of the anime, like, there's a lot of speculation saying that the movies take place in a different anime universe than the anime. But the first 4 movies, I'm inclined to believe, take place in the same universe. To a degree. That's neither here nor there. My point is, just watching through one of the movies again, you know, Charizard's off with the Dragon Reserve and all that fun stuff, being a tool. But, like, he sees Ash in trouble through the television, through a window, and, like, he has no idea where Ash is, yet he finds him and saves his butt. Like, that's an OG. It's like, listen, I'm not going to listen to you, but I'm dang sure not going to stand by and let you die. And if somebody tries to kill you, I'm going to have something to say about it. Like, Charizard's just so freaking awesome. Yeah! Mimikyu fan, it's the Entei movie we were talking about here. It was great. He's just like watching Ash on TV climb up the side of this building. It's like, oh great, my trainer's in trouble again. Let me just fly over there and save his bacon, and just arrives in the nick of time. It was a truly awesome move. Yeah, I feel the same way, David. If we get a remake of a generation again, like, I feel it's only fair that we get to cross-region travel. I do not know what Kitakami is. But I need to, like, get familiar with some Japanese characters and fast, because this Pokemon Coliseum playthrough that I want to do as a Japanese game, I finally have the means to do it. It's gonna be so rough if I can't read it. Like, I will have no idea what the moves do. I will have no idea what the characters are saying. I did pop on the disc. I know enough about the game that it seems to be written primarily in katakana. So, at least I don't have to know a bunch of symbols to know what the words are. That's going to be super helpful. Like, it's going to be one thing for me to have to translate the symbols in real time and then figure out what those words mean by translation. At least I don't have to remember a bunch of kanji and be like, oh yeah, this kanji means mountain, or, you know, things like that. I wish I was bilingual. The problem is, and this is crazy to me, I can hear somebody say something, and if I'm paying attention, I can understand what they're saying, even though I don't know what the words are. And this is in Spanish and Japanese exclusively, and some German. But I can't speak it back. There's not a chance of me speaking anything back in the language. Hey, Kingsguard, welcome! Technically, I caught Darkrai without everybody, so don't feel alone or bad. After my stream ended Sunday, I hopped on because I had nothing else going on with my night, and I was just trying to kill 30 minutes, and I ended up finding the shiny off stream. I was recording it, though. Legit, 8 encounters after the stream ended. It was pretty tragic. Though, to be fair, I don't think... Had I done those 3 encounters, I don't think it would have equated to me finding it on the stream, just due to the time delay. Because I had ended the stream, I left the switches running while I went and tidied up for the evening, and then came back. It's like, yeah, I got 20-30 minutes to kill. I'll grind out some encounters real fast. Flipped on the recording button, and because they were running, the codes got all scrambled and jumbled and all that fun stuff. So the way it reset was different. So if I had done those 3 random encounters, or I guess 8 in this case, it wouldn't have... I wouldn't have found it on stream. Shiny Darkrai is camera shy? It is. Alright, Kingsguard. Well, we'll catch you in a bit if you do happen to get on and I'm still streaming, but you have a nice night. Whenever Giratina's in the game, it goes in your party. He is a nice Pokemon to have. Oh, that sounds nice, Brock. Get a nice regional form of Wurmpool. Lucario's always going to be on your team. I'm the same way with Scolipede. If Scolipede's in a game, it's on my team. Generally speaking, if Gengar's in a game, it's on my team. And I'm thinking for my playthrough of Pokemon Gold, I am going to try to use Pokemon I wouldn't normally use. But it's gonna be hard. Like, I'm definitely going to have to add Teddiursa. Like, normally, my team ends up having a Feraligatr. I know I have a Sentret on it at one point in time. I know for a fact I usually get an Ampharos. Gengar. Alakazam. Yeah, Feraligatr, Gengar, Alakazam, Ampharos. Those are the ones I know of for sure. But I'm thinking, like, I need to mess around with the Scizor. I need to mess around with an Ursaring. I think I want to mess around with, like, Fortress and an Umbreon. And for my Kanto game, I definitely want to try and utilize a different team set than I normally do. How much did the quad setup cost me? I mean, if we're being 100% diligent... $360 plus 200 is 560. 600. 1200. 1800. 60. $2,240? Not counting the controllers. I mean, evidently I could do a lot more than 4 screens at once if my computer could handle the video inputs properly. Actually, I'm sure I could. I would just have to get one of those HDMI bars where it combines a bunch of video input into one screen and puts it up on one screen. That's something that would be possible. I know Professor Rex did that with 16 GameCubes. Surely my computer can handle that. Bye, Brock! And JJ, you have a great night. Thank you. Yeah, Pog Panda. Setups aren't cheap, usually. Oh my gosh, Chris, that would be amazing. Frickin' Tracy. I love how Brock was the only one that could tell the Nurse Joys apart. That just made my day. Yeah, really with my playthrough of the series, my goal is to play through in a trainer name other than Brasscoin. I want to do it as a trainer named Sludge, have a completely separate living dex in Pokemon Home, aside from the one I got. I just want to make sure that I have a living dex that has 100% legit shiny Pokemon. I know where they came from, I know what they are, and I feel like I can still do that playing through the games. With the resources that I have available to me right now, it's possible for me to still do legit things in those games through some semi-unlegit methods. So, like, for example, I recently acquired the ability to edit save files for Pokemon 3rd generation. And I also have the ability to edit for 2nd and 1st generation on its way to me. So I don't need to hack the Pokemon into those games. I just need to hack the item in which to get them into those games. So, like, in Pokemon Emerald, I need the Aurora ticket, the Eon ticket, and the Old Sea map, and the Mystic ticket. If I can just put those items in my game, I can legitly encounter those Pokemon without hacking the Pokemon themselves. What I'm doing is hacking the item that unlocks them. Has nothing to do with the Pokemon itself, other than getting you to the screen that you can use to teleport to them. So 100% legit Pokemon achieved through illegitimate methods. So I'm excited to be able to do some of that. So 3rd generation, I am going to have a complete Pokedex for, including Celebi. I'm going to be getting the Agato Celebi. I just spent some money to get that setup going to get that. Of course, Jirachi I already have a way to get. So I'm going to be shiny hunting in 3rd generation Mew, Lugia, Deoxys, Latios, Latias, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza. It's going to be a whole good time. Good time. I'm going to unlock in a Japanese copy of Pokemon Gold, or sorry, Crystal, the Celebi there. And then 4th gen is pretty easy to do as well. I just need to hack in the members card and the Oak's letter. Pretty simple there. And I believe in 4th gen there was also a Celebi event that I'll need to manipulate. But yeah, super easy stuff. I don't think so, Chris. I think the true value lies in the older versions of them, though. For me, Pokemon isn't a currency. Like, I don't trade people Pokemon, ever. I mean, obviously my bots do, but if somebody trades me a Pokemon, it is less than trash to me, because I don't know its legitimacy. I grew up where exploiting glitches on BDSP, or not BDSP, but the original Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, you know, everybody was running around with an action replay, Game Shark, whatever, hacking Pokemon into the games. I don't believe Pokemon that I get traded are legitimate. So I don't really care about them. And I've always had each copy of every game, as long as I've been a Pokemon fan, as long as I've been playing Pokemon, I've always gotten dual copies. I've gotten Gold, Silver, Ruby, Sapphire. So I didn't need anybody to trade me things. That having been said, like, I don't think that it makes the value of those Pokemon any less. I don't think that it makes them any less. I mean, it makes them less rare for sure, but it doesn't decrease their value to me. Because, like I said, if I didn't get it, I don't care about it. Because if I didn't get it, it's not legitimate. And I don't use them as leverage to trade for other Pokemon because, again, I don't think that I'm going to get something legitimate in return. I appreciate more the ability to actually get them. Like, with Oris, we have a guaranteed way to get Deoxys every single playthrough. I love it. I treat the old couple similarly to how I treat Jirachi in Gen 3. You could get a Jirachi in Generation 3 for every playthrough you did if you had the right materials, that being Pokemon Coliseum and the bonus disc. I mean, really, you just needed the bonus disc. You didn't even really need Pokemon Coliseum, I don't think. But you could get Infinite Jirachi as many as you want as long as you're willing to play through the game to get it. Or, you know, just the first 10 minutes as my Shiny Hunt has shown. So, I don't think that they decreased their value. I just think they made them available to a wider variety of players. Which, in turn, what I think Nintendo's doing is they are trying to minimize YouTubers like myself and Blaine's with our giveaways. Because if you can get those Pokemon legitly in a copy of the game, why would you want to trade over the internet for one that's been generated, right? So I think that's more of the end goal, is if we make these Pokemon available, then these YouTubers won't be doing these giveaways that we don't approve of. And I'm all for that. Like, my intention and purpose behind these giveaways is just that. That is my end goal, is Nintendo, make these Pokemon available to everyone who wants to enjoy your games to the fullest. Don't lock them behind an event that 90% of the world can't attend. Don't lock them away behind paid stuff. I mean, heck, if they did lock them behind a paywall, I would be more supportive of that than their 1 month long distributions that happen once in a lifetime that almost nobody has access to. It bothered me, and that's why I went looking for the bots. It's an internet action replay for everybody. So yeah, I mean, that was a whole unintended rant. Not done in anger by any means, just more of an expletive point of view or explanation of why I think the way I do. And yeah, the entire purpose of this channel when the bots came in was, I hate the fact that Nintendo does giveaways over in Japan that I can't attend, or they do giveaways in Singapore because they're doing an event there. I paid the same $60 for my copy of the game that everybody else around the world did. Why don't I get the same access to these events? I feel like that's a very, very crook thing to do. So here we have bots to level the playing field. Like, I get so much hate, not a lot, but like a decent amount. Every few months, it'll just pop up and I'll have like a bunch of people in my comments on my videos trashing giveaways, trashing, you know, generated Pokemon. You know, I don't care. Like, it's like, it's YouTubers like you that are ruining Pokemon. It's like, honestly, I don't feel like I'm ruining Pokemon. You play the game how you want, I'll play the game how I want. If you don't want these Pokemon in your game, don't trade over the internet for Pokemon. They're not going to be legit. I mean, it's that simple. It's completely naive to think that somebody's going to trade you one of their legitimate legendaries for one of your legendaries. Like, it's odd. Hey, Stokesy. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. That's what Discord's for. Yes, Chris, yes. I don't like event-only Pokemon. I want to go out and capture them. I want to hunt them. I want to be able to find them as a shiny if I desire. I want to go to some forbidden forest and find a Celebi. I want to be able to climb to the deepest, darkest crater of the game to find a Deontay in its original habitat. You know, like, I want the adventure. And that's part of the reason why I loved Legends Arceus so much. It was very organic in the way that I felt like I got to go and explore the world and find where these Pokemon resided. It's Shiny is based off of a blue moon, and I'm glad we started talking about moons. Hey, y'all, just in case you are trying to evolve an Ursaluna in Pokemon Go, do it right now. Aquatic, yeah, you did miss the shiny Darkrai. There is a video up on my channel about it, though. We did post that. Yeah, Shiny Lock Legendaries feel so less special because you can't... I mean, that's the point of the Shiny Lock, is you can't find them as shinies, but... They're not as special. They don't feel like they're ours. Although, don't feel bad, Aquatic. Technically speaking, everybody did miss the Darkrai finding because I did it off stream. Thanks. How about Pokemon Go? You literally go into the wild. Valid point, Curve. Valid point. I do enjoy Pokemon Go. I regard Pokemon Go Pokemon as similar to online trades. With some exceptions, don't get me wrong. Pokemon Go I do view as legitimate Pokemon. I just view them as lesser Pokemon because they're so easy to find, their stats are all muffed up, like... They're just interesting to me. However, that having been said, without Pokemon Go, I would not have a legitimate Meloetta in my arsenal. So, I gotta give props where props is due. That's the only way I would have a Meloetta. And for the purposes of my 100% organic decks, I am going to have to play through some Pokemon Go to get that and achieve that. For my Sludge trainer name that I'm going to try to create a living dex in the name of Sludge. So Pokemon Go is the only way I'm going to get that Meloetta for the foreseeable future. For the most part, most of the giveaways don't matter because they're going to have trainer names that aren't my own. But since I missed the Meloetta events, that's the only way I can get that Pokemon. Then again, in Generation 5, there is the ability to spoof the mystery gifts, which I understand isn't just trading you a generated Pokemon, it's actually activating the mystery gift within your game, if I understand that right. Exactly. Nobody can question it. Oh right, I'm evolving Ursaluna because it is that time. It is a full moon tonight where I'm at, so... While this is loading up. I will evolve Ursaluna. Finally, that's only been like 2 months of struggle and anguish. Ursaluna? Yeah, what about it? Oh no, it definitely isn't. What do you mean I called Ursaluna? I mean, I'm pretty sure I said I'm going to evolve an Ursaluna, if that's what you're meaning. Wait, we had to get a peak block? In Go? No, that was just a full moon. But yeah, either way, in its original game and in PLA, definitely a pain to evolve with that peak block. Took me so long to find that thing. Evolve an Ursaluna, evolve an Ursaring, same result. Same thing. Different syntax. It's like Dark Souls, but with Pokemon. Really, though. I like how Pokemon Legends Arceus was basically like, what if we took Pokemon and threw it into Breath of the Wild. I can generally complete a Pokedex really quickly. For the most part, I am a walking encyclopedia for generations 1 through 3 on where to find Pokemon. So, like, playing through the game is what's going to take me the longest amount of time. Second to that, leveling up the Pokemon naturally and organically is going to be the second longest thing. And finding them is going to be the shortest amount of time. Like, Kanto and Johto nearly memorize where every single Pokemon can be found. Generation 3 also memorized where every Pokemon can be found. I think that was actually the first generation I did that in. I chose Cyndaquil my first playthrough. 0 out of 10 would not recommend that one. Rowlet is better. And Oshawott is the MVP of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Because of the sheer amount of ground types and dark types and psychic ghost types, like, I feel like everything knows a ground move, a psychic move, a ghost move, or yeah. So having a dark water type is definitely beneficial. There's not a lot of fighting types in there, not a lot of electric types in there. Definitely not a lot of fairy types in there. So, like, I feel like Oshawott's the clear choice for power. Kingsguard's back! Oh, nice, Chris. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I loved playing through with Cyndaquil, but that made the game way more difficult than it needed to be. My Cyndaquil was fainting left and right just because everything had a ghost move, everything had a dark move, everything had a ground move, everything was just designed to kill that poor Cyndaquil. Or a water move. Like, Cyndaquil just had the most weaknesses. Fainted so many times it became a ghost type. Yes. Oh my gosh, that is the exact reason why Cyndaquil is a regional form there. It's just like, you know what? I'm just dead. I'm dead. No more fainting. I'm dead. I'm there already. The hardest fight had to be the Arcanine fight. Having chose Oshawott, it wasn't that bad. It had a 2x weakness to my water move. But as a Cyndaquil, I definitely understand how that would be problematic. Red Bokus are funny. Oh, yeah. That's what you mean. Okay, yes, I completely agree. Like, there is... I tried to do that one without taking any damage at all. It's almost impossible. Like... there is at one point that you will get cornered, and it will attack you. There was always one attack of Arcanine's that I couldn't avoid, and it's the one that you do right before it faints. Like, I swear, it's programmed to hit you right there. I think it can be hard only because of how the balls rain down on you and explode. Like, it can be hard to avoid those. I can see how that could be problematic. The Novel Avalog took you a while. That one I think I did first shot. I'm also locked into the most annoying quest in Pokemon Go, and that is to catch one Pokemon every day for 30 days. So far, I'm at 5 days in a row. Arceus was difficult at first, but his attack pattern was easy enough to memorize. Yeah, Curve, that Pokemon would be Shiny Mew. That's the most coveted Pokemon is Shiny Go. Shiny Pokemon, Pokemon Go. Those can't even be traded though, right? Like, I thought you couldn't trade Mythicals and Legendaries. Alright, this one is going to be the last reset of the stream. My son is going to need some of my time before we have to get ready for bed. It's still funny you use Giratina to kick Arceus's butt. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Giratina's stronger. Oh, shoot! I just got a shiny Sableye and Go. That's what's up. Not the shiny I was looking for the stream, but I'll take it. I completed a week's worth of research and it gave me a weekly research encounter and happened to be a shiny Sableye. I'll take the gold boy. Awesome. Bye, guys. We'll catch you next stream.